Greetings fellow gamers, I'm the Soulsborne Seeker and I'm back with a new video showcasing 12 upcoming indie Metroidvania games you probably haven't heard of, expected to release sometime in 2024 or later. Before we start, as always, a kind reminder to please consider subscribing to the channel if you end up enjoying this content, since it will help me reach even more people and spread the knowledge far and wide. And now, without further ado, let's dive into it. We begin our journey with Archesis, a bullet hell Metroidvania with an interesting approach to momentum. The game transpires in a post-apocalyptic world full of dark mysteries, and it is your job to dive into this fallen realm and save it. Without a doubt, the standout feature of Archesis is the fact that time moves normally when you move, but slows down almost to a halt when you stop moving, bringing an intense element of tactics into the mix given that your enemies will be firing an onslaught of projectiles at you, with the time freeze allowing you to analyze their trajectory and hopefully avoid them. Archesis also boasts numerous different paths that can lead to game completion, introducing an element of replayability into the mix. Whether the title's unique approach to movement and time management will make for a fluid gameplay experience remains to be seen, but it's definitely an incredibly interesting gamble to watch unfold. Archesis is expected to come out sometime in December of 2024 and has been confirmed for PC. Next comes Billy Saves the World, a narrative-driven Metroidvania-style title reminiscent of 90s cartoons. Billy is having a really bad day after being dumped by his girlfriend on their 2-year anniversary. As he sits alone in his apartment, wallowing in misery, a mysterious portal opens up and drops him on a distant planet. Alone and scared, Billy will have to reach deep inside himself in order to become the courageous and dependable person he needs to be so that he can return home while saving the world from an ancient alien prophecy in the process. Billy Saves the World will feature 7 distinct biomes to explore, all of them packed with secrets to uncover and quests to complete. Each biome is a distinct level which features Metroidvania-styled exploration and requires the acquisition of equipment that yields new abilities so that you can access previously inaccessible areas. That being said, its most interesting aspect lies in the fact that there are 2 ways to approach the completion of your adventure, those being the action-packed approach or the more puzzle-oriented method. Essentially, every single situation you'll find yourself in will allow both the all guns blazing as well as strategic ways of solution, giving you the option to play as you would prefer instead of imposing a specific gameplay structure. It should also be noted that the game features an incredible soundtrack, composed by some of the biggest names in the gaming and television industry. Billy Saves the World is expected to come out sometime in September of 2024 and has been confirmed for PC. Following, we have Witchroid Vania, a Metroidvania game featuring aesthetics that borrow from the art of Japanese animations. Step into the boots of Lily, a mage in training that embarks on an exciting adventure in order to become a fully fledged spellcaster. The world you'll get to explore is diverse and expansive, and can actually be traveled in non-linear fashion, granting you complete freedom in the way you wish to experience its wonders. It goes without saying that magic is an integral part of Witchroid Vania, with Lily being capable of mastering spells from each of the 4 elements, namely wind, fire, earth, and water, both for offensive and defensive situations, from blasting your enemies with flames and lightning all the way to guarding yourself against projectiles and being able to breathe underwater. It should be noted that Lily won't be alone in her quest, since she will be accompanied by her mini-dragon, a trusty companion that will offer support in both battle and exploration. Witchroid Vania is expected to come out sometime in 2024 and has been confirmed for PC, PS5, Nintendo Switch, as well as the Xbox Series X and Series S. Moving on, there's CRUDE, an amalgamation of Metroidvania and Souls-like situated within the genre of dark fantasy. Here you take on the role of Cosmos, a mixed martial arts fighter from New York who finds himself teleported to a treacherous world filled with demonic monsters that want him dead. After discovering that the only way to return home is to reach the Tower of Doom and defeat its guardian, Cosmos embarks on a brutal quest across this merciless realm in order to gain his freedom. To say that his journey won't be easy is an understatement, given that his path will bring him against towering abominations and demented traps galore. Thankfully, he will be able to find new equipment that will help him deal with his obstacles, including a diverse range of weapons and magic items. CRUDE's visual style is a standout aspect of the game, since it gives the world and enemies a truly unsettling vibe in combination with the creative design of said monstrosities. CRUDE is expected to come out on the 22nd of December 2024 and has been confirmed for PC. Farther down the path we have the Pale Piper, a Metroidvania focusing on incredibly challenging platforming. The Pale Piper is a twisted retelling of the well-known legend of the Pied Piper of Hamelin, in which the titular Piper helps a small town with its rat infestation by drawing the rodents away with his music, only for the town to refuse the payment they had agreed upon. In retaliation, the Piper uses his music to lure the town's children into a cave, never to be seen again. The game continues the story by bringing you into the fold, a brave soul tasked with venturing down into the caverns to save the children. As expected, your quest will be a daunting one, since the underground world the Piper has prepared for you is a sprawling realm of demented traps and terrifying bosses that will truly test the limits of your reflexes and determination. Thankfully, you will get the chance to acquire new abilities as you push forward, which will provide fresh ways for you to traverse the environment and reach new areas. The Pale Piper is expected to come out sometime in 2024 and has been confirmed for PC. Going onwards, there's Timeless Reign, a Metroidvania boasting an evocative story and haunting music. Somewhere far away there is a mysterious land unbound by the limitations of time, a place ruled over by angelic fiends capable of bending the clock to their will. However, there's talk of a cryptic place deep in the Forest of Evocation, which is said to hold the power to make those who find it as powerful as the aforementioned divine beings. You are a small creature who decides to make that gamble and reach that fabled place, a creature that also holds a small degree of power over the manipulation of time, and you'll do your best to use that skill in order to complete your journey. Be it speeding up or slowing down the clocks, or rapidly aging and de-aging objects, you will gradually grow in power and expand your skill set, something paramount to your survival since the world you traverse is full of entities that want you dead. Timeless Reign is expected to come out sometime in 2025 and has been confirmed for PC. Continuing our voyage, there is Pale Cinder, a dark fantasy Metroidvania that draws influence from the Castlevania series as well as the Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time game entry. Here you'll brandish the blade of a stranger who arrives at a fog-covered land that's under the iron fist of the dragon, a tyrant infamous for his twisted displays of power as he burns and hangs his victims. A pallid malaise seems to have tainted this land, with most people having turned to aggressive hunters that attack trespassers on sight. It is up to you to get to the bottom of this madness and determine if everything is the work of the dragon or something much darker. The stranger is incredibly versatile, something that gives way to intricate acrobatic segments both horizontally as well as vertically. He also has the power to manipulate time, which allows him a range of options such as slowing or rewinding the clock, as well as reversing gravity and freezing enemies in place. Pale Cinder also features a social element in the form of choices you get to make along the way, which will lead to forming different relationships with the NPCs you meet by either turning them to allies or enemies, something that will influence your interactions during your quest. Pale Cinder is expected to come out sometime during the last quarter of 2024 and has been confirmed for PC. A bit beyond, we have Chicken with Robot Legs, a Metroidvania title with a very original take on environmental traversal. You are a chicken that wakes up in a dark laboratory and realize that your legs have been replaced with robotic appendages. You have no idea who you are or how you got here, but your instincts tell you that you need to escape. The catch here is that you can never stop moving and have to use the environment in order to travel around. The game's map has actually been designed around this gameplay decision, thus allowing you a variety of cool ways to traverse the scenery, which is filled with secrets and collectibles to find as well as new abilities to acquire, which will help you gain access to previously inaccessible areas. Chicken with Robot Legs is expected to come out sometime during the fourth quarter of 2024 and has been confirmed for PC. Over yonder there's SELINI, a Metroidvania inspired by games like Inside, Hyper Light Drifter and Environmental Station Alpha, as well as Greek culture. You take on the mantle of a lone replicant on the run from a war-torn metropolis, who goes on a journey across a cryptic dystopian world in search of meaning and understanding. SELINI follows a largely minimalistic approach in both visuals and storytelling, choosing to convey its narrative through environmental observation and body language interpretation in order to increase emotional investment. It also takes a non-linear approach to exploration, allowing you to forge your own path across its desolate landscape through the use of various traversal and exploration-related abilities such as gliding, dashing, and double jumping, just to name a few. There's a big emphasis on puzzle solving here, with the game's conundrums ranging from simplistic to complex and multi-layered, thus allowing you to flex your mental muscles. That being said, combat does have its place here also, given that many of the entities you will come across will be aggressive and attack you on sight. SELINI doesn't have a release date as of yet, but has been confirmed for PC and Nintendo Switch. Third from the end, we have ReSetna, a Metroidvania game that places weight on intense combat and epic boss battles. Set in a post-apocalyptic world dominated by a powerful artificial intelligence called Apex AI, a strong signal is driving robots to violence and madness. You take on the role of ReSetna, an android that is dispatched to uncover the mysteries behind said signal in an attempt to reset the world back to order. ReSetna boasts deep tactical combat which will necessitate of you to adapt to your diverse range of enemies, including powerful bosses that will put your fighting prowess to the ultimate test. To that end, the game incorporates a detailed customization system for you to utilize, which allows you to use chipsets you discover across the world in order to upgrade different aspects of ReSetna to suit your playstyle, including enhancing her fighting efficiency or improving the way she interacts with the environment. You will also have a drone companion at your disposal, who will be able to assist both in combat as well as exploration, for example by healing you in your time of need or offering advanced scanning skills in order to navigate the dangerous biomes more efficiently. ReSetna has no release date as of yet, but has been confirmed for PC. Nearing the finale, there's Otherskin, a science fiction Metroidvania featuring fast-paced combat and imaginative exploration. In the future, the universe is under threat by the corruption, a taint that consumes all life in its path. Scientists have managed to pinpoint the origin of the infection on a planet called Vandermeer, and keep sending fighters known as the Space Crusaders in solo expeditions so as to gather information on how to eradicate this plague. You don the battlesuit of Alex, the 13th member of this group to be sent on Vandermeer. With the odds clearly stacked against you, you'll have to explore the planet and gather as much intel as possible, all the while clashing against the hostile wildlife that calls it home. A very interesting element of Otherskin is your ability to absorb alien enemies and embody their powers, thus acquiring new skills that open up Vandermeer in fresh and unexpected ways. Your spacesuit can also be upgraded in order to improve weapon efficiency, life support, and combat agility. Otherskin is expected to come out sometime during the fourth quarter of 2024 and has been confirmed for PC. Finally, we have Volkolak, The Will of Gods, a dark fantasy Metroidvania title inspired by Slavic mythology. The game transpires in a medieval world called the Faraway State, a place once inhabited by people that is now home to mad, evil creatures after a necromancer called Koshei the Immortal cursed the land. You step into the battle-hardened boots of a warrior who, following a series of tragic events, awakens a dark power inside of him which allows him to fight back against the abominations. But whether he will resist the paint or embrace it is something for you to decide. Volkolak, the Will of Gods, bases its gameplay around your ability to switch between human and werewolf form, with each one allowing you different fighting and exploration approaches, as well as granting you the ability to speak with different NPCs and gain valuable information. It also features a total of 3 different classes to choose from, namely the Cursed class, which focuses on brutality, the Volkolak class, which is dictated by magic, and the Bogatyr class, which draws power from divinity. It is of interest that depending on your class of choice, you'll open up different locations to explore, NPCs to converse with, and story paths to follow, resulting in 3 different endings to achieve, meaning that you will need a total of 3 playthroughs to see everything this tale has to offer. Volkolak, the Will of Gods, has no release date as of yet, but has been confirmed for PC.
Volkolak, the Will of Gods.
What did you think of these games? Did you already know about them? Are you planning to try any of them out? Let me know in the comments below, and feel free to point out any obscure titles you may have come across. As always, thank you so much for watching this video. Until next time, Soulsborne Seeker out!